figure P3-6, which is in millimeters. To begin this drawing, we're going to start a project file. So we go to project. From here, we're going to create a new one. It'll be a single user. Hit next. My project name will be project 3-1. My folder, I'm going to put it to the desktop. I'm going to create a new folder. Again, I'm going to call this project 3-1. Hit OK. And I'm going to make sure that it is selected. So you should find it here. I'm going to go to next. I don't have any files to transfer over, so I'm going to hit finish. Make sure the check for project 3-1 is established. Hit done. At this time, we can go to our new button, start a new file. This file will be metric. It'll be a standard millimeters IPT file, and hit create. Alright, to begin this drawing, we need to figure out how we're going to approach it. And for my way of doing this will be to draw this shape from the front view. So with that, I'm going to start my sketch, and I'm going to click the XY plane for the front view. Now, to begin this image, I'm going to begin with a rectangular shape with the overall measurements. So I'm going to choose the one that says rectangular 2-point center. Choose the center point here, and then come out with it. My overall measurements are 80 by 50. I'm going to press enter to create the shape. Alright. Now what I want to do is take this shape and create the front face of the object using my line command. So with the line command, I'm going to begin from this side, and I'm going to go over. I'm going to come down. From here, I'm going to draw a line over. I'm going to go in an upward direction like that. I'm going to use the trim command and trim out the parts I don't need. Okay. Next, I'm going to go to my dimension command and create the accurate dimensions for all lines. So here it needs to be 10. That needs to be 10. In between needs to be 10. The top surface here should be 40. The bottom surface down here should be 50. From the bottom surface to this surface should be 40, which it is. And that should conclude pretty much the overall shape. Now this time I'm going to hit the green check, and I'm going to extrude this. When I extrude this, I'm going to use the symmetric style so that it goes both directions, and my distance will be 40. And press enter. Alright, so we have two places we need to do some cuts. Our first cut will be on this top surface, so I'm going to go back to the stretch, to the start 2D sketch, and I'm going to click this top surface. Here, I'm going to draw a rectangular shape. So I'm going to use the rectangle option. I'm going to begin. I'll rotate this around so you can kind of see this. But on this surface here, I'm going to begin at this point. and make sure I use 2-point style and come across like this. Now this box here is 25 on that side, and then it is 20 here. Alright, so when both of those are locked in, I'm going to take my mouse and click. At this time, I'm going to use my dimension command, and I'm going to make sure from this line over to the box is 10. After that sketch is complete, I'm going to hit the green check. Next, we're going to extrude, and we're going to use the Extrude Cut. We're going to click the profile, which is the box, and we're going to extrude it a distance of 25. I'm going to hit OK, and you can see the cut. I'm going to perform another 2D sketch on this surface. Do the same concept before, do a rectangular shape beginning off the edge, and I'm going to plug in my numbers. So the height will be 15 and the width will be 20. Once both numbers are locked in, I'm going to take my mouse and click. Go to my dimension. I'm going to click the left line and then the actual box. The distance in between should be 10. Slides it over. At this time, I can go ahead and hit the green check. Go back to my extrude. Click the profile. I'm going to use a cut. For the distance, I'm going to say all. And hit OK. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and save my work. It should go automatically into project 3.1. This is considered to be figure P3-6. I hit the save. From here, I'm going to go to my iProperties. I want to go to my summary, make sure that the author name is correct. The title will be Project 3.1. The Project tab, make sure the part number is what you have typed for your figure. Under Designer, make sure you type your name. Next will be to go to the physical. For this part, we're just going to make it a steel item. So we'll click on steel and hit the apply button, close. And this completes this figure.